because I was actually given the title as a prompt, and I just kind of rolled with it. In the beginning, there was nothing. And God said, "Let there be man," and within the hour man tore himself to pieces. God tried again. God said, "Let there be man, and let man love himself so that he may not wrench his lungs like bloody tissue butterflies from his chrysalis chest, so that his heart does not fling itself like fist-sized apple jewels from wind-barren cliffs into shattering unknowns, so that his fingernails are unbloodied by ravenous greedy teeth, desperate for raw flesh, raw bread, raw grief. Let him have nothing to grieve." And God found that when man could not grieve for his own flesh, he clawed and clawed the red, raw earth until man number 2, second man, terrified child, came screaming, writhing, unwillingly became from the hunks of red, wet clay that clung to each other out of necessity, desperation. And when breath at last sparked, the first man gouged its green shoot eyes with raw fingernails, gripped its neophyte heart, and pumped it in time until red rivers burst, clamped his broken teeth over its rosebud lips, and slurped inside into out until its chapped husk crumbled, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, earth to blood, to earth again. And then the man dropped like a tree felled and pressed his face to the interrupted ground and sobbed with grief. And God, seeing this, took pity. God kissed him into dust. And God tried again. God said, "Let there be man, and let man love every heartbeat jewel from the bonfire to the pomegranate seed. Let man drink of each other in tongues and not teeth. Let man have nothing to grieve." So this new man learned to mold clay people from the cavern walls that lined his head and nod on them quietly behind pale lips that in the meantime beamed welcoming. He learned to spit silver teething ribbons from the chrome plate grill in his skull, and they danced through the air and slipped shimmering into the sidewalk cracked apology of other men's brains. He learned to say the word sorry. God forgot to teach him how to mean it. So this new man found that he had chewed up every pomegranate seed, but he could not stand still. If he stopped, he would shatter with grief. His giant numb hands clawed and clawed the red raw earth, but no man born from the barren womb. So he clawed and clawed until the soil screamed surrender, clawed until his clay-caked fingernails smashed against stone, clawed until the boiling cherry core rendered his hands into bubbling taffy strings, and it was not he who gave in. He clawed until the earth spun off its string, off the giant's finger, and when the planet blew away as cookie crumbs, then he shoveled moon and stars into vacuum maw and shook and sobbed and could not stop. And God, seeing this, stretched out a hand to ease his grief, but unto dust man would not be, and the last sight God saw was jaws poised and rabid teeth. In the beginning, there was nothing, and man had nothing to grieve.